Hey YouTube, let's see if we can get that. Let's see. Make sure I get it to where you can see me and I can see you. See if I can do it that way. That's better. Alright guys, I'll cut the hair. Alright, this is going to be like a video response to experience. And, oh, I got a new hat. Let me show you. Got a new hat. Where's the hat? Oh, here it is. New hat. This one's AZ. Yeah, you can see the AZ hat. So that AZ hat. Get it on here. Turn that around like that. So, new hat. I like the hat. Alright. So, this is a video response to experience. She's dealing with verbally abusive relationships, abuse in any way. I'm sweating my hair just came from outside. We were 59 degrees when I did them videos a couple weeks ago, like a week ago. We are now back in the 80s and 90s. Freaking 80s. Can't wait to get up out of AZ. I've been here all my life. This heat is obnoxious. Anyway, so that you guys get this. I'm sorry, I'm doing this with a mirror because it's a BlackBerry. So unfortunately, I don't have video camera when I start working here. When I start getting a paycheck, I want to go buy me a video camera so I can do this the right way. But we kind of ghetto rig it here. I grew up in a verbally and physically abusive home. My mom has issues, lots of issues. Verbal abuse can do some damage, and it's funny because friends of mine would say, girl, I am shocked you are not crazy as hell with some of the things you grew up with. And it's three of us in that household. I have other siblings. My father and my mother never married, so I have other siblings in Texas that I've never met. I'm a great aunt. I have nieces and nephews I have never met, so I need to meet them. Vicky, who you saw in the video, is my play niece, meaning that her mother is a close friend. We went to the same church a long time ago, and they're very sweet people, and they call me an aunt. They consider me like family. That's just how cool they are. I roomed with them for the last week and a half before I came here to the hotel, because I was rooming with another set of friends, but I knew that I wanted to be closer to school like that last couple of weeks, and they just said, come stay here, because they were closer to my school than where I was living. I wasn't living that far, but I was living far enough to where it was significant in gas savings. And when you're on unemployment for a while, it's not your friend. Now I'm working again. Can't wait to start getting a paycheck and come off unemployment. I'm not off yet. I'll be off for a few more weeks, but hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's sarcastic. I like what she says. That's funny. Hey, Mainly Butch and Soft and Pink enjoyed the video. That really looked cool. I told Soft and Pink, don't be shocked you see a trucker coming up to your house. Good, that girl be throwing down up in the kitchen. Out on them pigtails, I don't know about the pigtails. But you know what, black people, here's a lesson for those of you who are not of the African American culture. We can make anything taste good. It's a testament to our people, the shit that we can make taste good. Literally. And I'm not saying I don't eat pork, because I do. My favorite is chitlins. For those of you who don't know what chitlins are, let me give you another word we can use for them, chitterlings. They are the intestines of a pig. Hispanics use menudo, and that's near the intestinal area as well. But just so you can understand why we cook as well as we do. And I say it all, but if you go back to some of the sisters, at least, I'm going to say 40 back. And if you got some of the youngsters who were around their grandmothers and mothers, they should be able to cook too. But in slavery times, we have to take it back there, we got the leftovers from the master's table. So they would take the intestines of a pig, and they made that shit taste good. That's why we can cook anything. As they say, from the rooter to the tutters, we can cook the whole damn pig and make that shit taste good. And that's a testament to what we had to do based on slavery. I'm blaming nobody. I mean, we're in a different time and all that. I'm going all down here with this. We're in a different time and all that, but that's one of the reasons why we can make anything taste good. So, yeah, girlfriend be throwing down the kitchen. She killed me with the little comment on there about 20 flavors. That was funny in that tuna. But yeah, tuna, you gotta hook it up. It's like potato salad. We don't do potato salad the way other folks do potato salad. We do not. Anyway, so that was interesting. But to your point, I won't make this video too long, oftentimes the abuse has an impact, and it does transfer over into relationships, whether gay, straight, whatever. I have a friend right now, love her dearly, but she actually chooses the wrong men for herself. The girl is making mad loot, but she chooses men that's less than her. And I have to tell her, you're worth so much more than this. The other problem is sometimes we don't want to date outside of our culture. I know me, I personally, and just kind of like talking about the foods, that's a cultural difference that it's an issue for me. I'm a big girl. I'm kind of trying to get it off. I've lost like 50 working on this freaking truck. I got a lot the hell more to lose, y'all. But it's a cycle that will continue, and that's what I was saying about black boys. I'm not saying beat the hell out of them, but you do have to be a strong disciplinary. But there's a difference between being a disciplinary and abuse, and we need to understand those differences. As African Americans, I believe in discipline. I believe in whooping a child's ass. I believe in jacking them up if necessary. But I believe that if we rear them right from jump, there's a level at which we don't have to go, and these kids come out to be decent human beings and decent adults who can interact with the world, because the world ain't going to deal with their bullshit like you will. They're not going to deal with it on that level. So I understand that, but when you get into a verbally abusive relationship, that is a controlling issue. Somebody wants to control you, excuse me, whether verbally or emotionally. They want to control you. That is what abuse is about. It's a power issue. It's a control issue. And when you get to the person who's behind the abuse, they usually have their own insecurities. They usually have their own self-esteem issues. And I can talk about this forever. But you have to get to a place where you realize as a human being, you are worth so much more. That movie 7 Pounds with Will Smith, and he deals with the Spanish lady who's dealing with the abuse. She was worth more, and she needed to see that. And she needed to see the value of the kids that she had with her, and that for those of you out there who may be in an abusive relationship, you have children, they're watching this. It's like I was watching the Oprah interview with Whitney Houston. Granted, I'm with, what's that chick? Can't stand. I'm not big on her show. Wendy Williams. It's okay. It's not my cup of tea. But she had a good point. She said that she didn't feel that Whitney owned her addiction. I agree 100%. She blamed everybody and their mother. But Whitney did suffer abuses, and her child saw when she's talking about him spitting on her. That's somebody who has a low self-esteem issue. They're jealous of you, and they have a low self-esteem issue. A lot of times some of the abuses and put-downs in the house can be because of, A, your mother may be jealous of you. Mothers and first daughters, I'm a witness to it, mothers may be jealous of first daughters because you are afforded opportunities that they didn't have. And your life and time is different. And there may be aspects of who you are that's better than theirs. They don't like that, and they don't know how to emotionally deal with it. It happens a lot. Just if you are somebody in there, get out. You're worth so much more. You're worth so much more. Kudos to Experience on the video. Loved it. Just understand whether it's abuse, verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally, you guys get out of it. You're worth so much more. You can do bad all by yourself. People ask me sometimes, I'm in a relationship in a long time. I've dated, but I haven't been in a relationship. Because I'm not a person who's going to tolerate a lot of drama. Because in my mind, I'm worth more than that. To me, is that old saying, you do bad all by yourself. I can do all bad by myself, and without craziness, I can do better. And that's how you need to think. Peace.
Always remember, my friend, the world will change again, and you may have to come back through everywhere you've been. When your life was low, you had nowhere to go. People turned their backs on you, and everybody said that you were through. I took you in, I made you stronger.